Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Steve Vai.
Thank you. You know, I've been going to Japan for about 25 years touring, and I had heard about the Bees, but I hadn't really heard their music. And then about 8 years ago, I was working on a record called The Ultrazone, and Sony had approached me and said, Steve, why don't you do a collaboration with somebody? And you know, I usually don't collaborate. And I thought, well, and they said, there's this band, you know, from Japan, and they're kind of like a phenomenon in Japan. And I thought, well, you know, I've heard about phenomenons before and all this, but he said, no. This band has sold like 85 million records in Japan, which is like the equivalent per capita in America for the Beatles and Elvis put together, you know? So I thought, okay, well, let me check it out. And I got a stack of CDs like this. And I thought, how am I going to listen to all these CDs, you know? So I figured I'd go and I'd just listen to a little bit of each one. I ended up listening to the entire stack of CDs, every song, multiple times, because I realized when listening to this music that these guys are actually very inspired. You know, I don't usually listen to that kind of music, but I was drawn to this music because it was done so well, and it was very insightful and artistic, which you know, is hard to kind of find for sometimes great selling records, you know. So I thought it would be really nice if I had an opportunity to work with these guys. And they accepted my invitation to come to Los Angeles and work with me on a song. And working with them, I realized why they are so popular and why they are so good. Because sometimes, you know, the stars align and two people come together, and the chemistry of what they do together really complements each other. And I noticed that by working with these guys. It was almost like they had ESP or something. And they each got the best out of each other. And I was lucky because some of it landed on my record. And it was a wonderful experience, and I'm very thrilled to have worked with them. And I'm very glad, I'm very thankful to Guitar Center for recognizing this great talent, because they really are great. You know, it's unfortunate sometimes that, you know, the music we make might be privy to a particular area, but anybody in the world, I believe, can listen to this music and really see it for the brilliance that it is. So it gives me great pleasure to know them, and they're really cool guys too. So, the Bees, thank you.
Thank you. So, it's been 20 years since we started this band, and now I'm standing on the Rockwalk. This is one of the greatest honors for Bees, and also for me. I thank all the Bees fans. I thank all the Bees crew for creating the right situations to focus on our music. And I thank my family. I work harder to improve our music and my skills playing the guitar. I'm very proud to be here, and I deeply appreciate everything. Thank you so much. Thank you. どうもありがとう。
Thank you. It's so great to be here today. And we couldn't imagine this when we started this band 20 years ago. So we just would like to say thank you to the committee of Rockwalk, Mr. Steve Vai, fans in Japan, of course, and all the people who have been helping us for amazing 20 years. Thank you so much. どうもありがとう。